Hi students, welcome to the next class of class 7 subject mathematics chapter 1 integers. The first part we already studied how to do the operations of integers, and this part 2 we are going to study properties of operations of integers. And the first property is closure property. If a and b are any two integers, then a plus b, a minus b and a into b is always an integer. For example, we are taking 2 and 3. Okay, 2 plus 3, adding two integers, we get 5. 5 is also an integer. 2 minus 3 is equal to minus 1. Minus 1 is also an integer. 2 into 3, that is equal to 6. 6 is also an integer. So, when we multiply two integers, adding two integers or subtracting two integers, the answer is, we get an answer is also as an integer. But in the case of division, 2 divided by 3, it is 0.67. It is not an integer, it is a decimal number. So, but we can take another two integers, 6 and 3. 6 divided by 3, we get 2. Okay, but 2 is an integer. So, in the case of division, there is a chance to get an integer and not getting an integer. So, in the case of division, a divided b is not necessarily an integer. But in all other cases, in addition, subtraction and multiplication of two integers, the answer is always an integer. Okay, that is closure property. Then commutative law. If a and b are any two integers, then a plus b is equal to b plus a. And a into b is also equal to b into a. But a minus b is not equal to b minus a, and a divided b is also not equal to b divided by a. That means if we add in two integers, a plus b, then 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. Then we are changing its position, b plus a. 6 plus 3 is 9, then 3 plus 6 is also equal to 9. So, a plus b is equal to b plus a. So, in the case of addition, if their position is changed, there is no problem. Okay. Then a into b in multiplication, we are multiplying two integers, a into b, here 6 into 3 is equal to 18, then b into a, we are changing its position, that is 3 into 6, that is also 18. So, a into b is equal to b into a. In case of multiplication also, if the position of the integers is changed, there is no problem. Then third one, a minus b, subtraction. A minus b is not equal to b minus a. For example, 6 minus 3 is 3, but 3 minus 6 is minus 3. 3 is not equal to minus 3. If the position of the integers is changed, in the case of subtraction, both of the answers is not same. A minus b is not equal to b minus a. And division, a divided b. For example, 6 divided by 3 is 2, but 3 divided by 6 is 0.5. Here also 2 is not equal to 0.5, that is a divided b is not equal to b divided by a. So, commutative law is applicable only for addition and multiplication of integers. So, while doing the problem, you have to note that if the position of the integers is changed, in the case of subtraction and division, it will be problem. Okay. So, listen that. Okay, next one, associative law. In this case, you have to consider three integers, a, b and c. You have to consider three integers. And the first one, a plus b plus c, that is adding first and second integers, then add to the third integer, is equal to first integer plus result of the sum of second and third. For example, we are taking three integers, 2, minus 3 and 6 here, and 2 plus minus 3. 2 plus minus 3 is minus 1. Then adding minus 1 to the third one, minus 1 plus 6, that is equal to 5. And then a plus b plus c, that is 2 plus sum of second and third. Second and third is minus 3 plus 6, that is 3. So 2 plus 3 that is equal to 5. So look that a plus b plus c is 5 and a plus b plus c is also 5. Okay, they are equal in the case of addition. Then we are looking into the multiplication. A into b into c. Here 2 into minus 3 that is minus 6 into 6. Minus 6 into 6 that is minus 36. Then 2 into b into c. Minus 3 into 6 that is minus 18 into 2 that is also minus 36. So both are equal. A into b into c is equal to a into b into c. Then third one, subtraction. A minus b minus c is not equal to a minus b minus c. So 2 minus minus 3 that is 5 minus 6. 5 minus 6 is minus 1 and 2 minus second and third subtract karo, that is minus 3 minus 6 is minus 9. So 2 minus minus 9 is 11. So minus 1 and 11 is not equal. So a minus b minus c is not equal to a minus b minus c. Okay. Then fourth one, a divided by b divided by c is also not equal to a divided by b divided by c. Okay, if in this case also their position is changed, if we are adding first and second, then add to the third is not equal to the we are dividing, not adding, we are dividing first and second, then dividing the third one is not equal to the dividing second and third, then dividing with the first one. They are not equal if the c is not 1. Okay, if c is 1, a divided by b divided by c is equal to a divided by b divided by c. If only when c is equal to 1. Okay, look into the example. 2 divided by minus 3, first and second, a divided by 6 divided by c is equal to minus 1 by 9, and 2 divided by second and third divide karo, minus 3 divided by 6 that is minus 1 by 2. So 2 divided by minus 1 by 2 that is equal to minus 4. So minus 1 by 9 is not equal to minus 1. But if we are putting c as 1, if we are giving the value c as 1, then 2 divided by minus 3, a divided by b divided by 1 is equal to minus 2 by 3, and a divided by b divided by c, that is 2 divided by minus 3 divided by 1 is also equal to minus 2 by 3. So if c equal to 1, then a divided by b divided by c is equal to a divided by b divided by c. Okay. Then the next property, for any integer a, we have a plus 0 is equal to 0 plus a is equal to a. If you are adding any number, any integer with 0, we get the answer as the number itself. 5 plus 0 or 0 plus 5 is equal to 5. Then next one, 5 minus a minus 0 is equal to a. For example, 5 minus 0, if I subtract 0 from any integer, we get the same number itself. That is 5 minus 0 is equal to 5, but 0 minus 5 is minus 5. The next one, a into 0 or 0 into a is equal to 0. If you multiply any integer with 0, you get the answer as 0. Okay. Then the fourth one, if a is not equal to 0, if a is not a 0, then not a 0, then a divided by 0, any number or 5 divided by 0 is meaningless, and 0 divided by a is equal to 0. Okay. 0 divided by a or 0 divided by any number, 0 divided by 5, 0 divided by 10, all are equal to 0. Then the next one, for any integer a, we have a plus minus a is equal to minus a plus a, that is equal to 0. That means the additive inverse of minus a is a, and the additive inverse of a is minus a. So if we are adding a number with its additive inverse, Okay, with its additive inverse, you get the answer as 0. A plus minus A and minus A plus A is equal to 0. That is 7 plus minus 7 or minus 7 plus 7 is equal to 0. Then the next one, if A is not equal to 0, A must be non-zero number, then A into 1 by A is equal to 1 by A into A is equal to 1. That is, if the multiplicative inverse of the A is 1 by A and the multiplicative inverse of 1 by A is A. So, if you are multiplying a integer with its multiplicative inverse, then you will get the answer as 1. 7 into 1 by 7 or 1 by 7 into 7 is equal to 1. Okay. Then the next, for every integer A, we have A into 1, any number multiplied with 1 or 1 into any number is equal to the number itself. 5 into 1 or 1 into 5 is equal to 5, 1 into 50 or 50 into 1 is equal to 50 itself. Okay. Then A divided by 1, any number divided by 1, also you will get the number itself. 15 divided by 1 is equal to 15. Okay. And if you divide a number with the number itself, then also you will get 1. Okay. So 10 divided by 10 is 1 and 91 divided by 91 is also 1. Okay. Any number divided by the number itself, you will get the answer 1. Next, distributive law of multiplication over addition. Here we are taking 3 integers A, B and C. So, if A into B plus C, B plus C is inside the bracket, so whatever A is outside the bracket, so you have to multiply A with the whatever inside the bracket. Okay, so A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. Okay, you can use this law is also for subtraction, that is A into B minus C is equal to A into B minus A into C. And here one example is given, you have to go through it. Then one question is given, minus 8 into 3 plus minus 8 into 9. How can we write it? In simple form. So, minus 8 is common here. So, we can write it as minus 8 into 3 plus 9. Okay. So, it is easy, no? Just adding 3 plus 9, that is 12 into minus 8. Otherwise, you have to multiply minus 8 into 3, then find minus 8 into 9, then add it. But this one is more easier. Just minus 8 into 3 plus 9 karo, you will get the answer. It is more easier. Now, next one. If A, B, C are non-zero integers and A greater than B, then A divided by C is greater than B divided by C if C is positive. For example, we are taking 3 integers, 3 non-zero integers. It must not be 0 as 27, 18 and 9. Here A is 27, B is 18 and C is 9. Okay. And A is greater than B. Here 27 is greater than 18. Then A divided by C, that is 27 divided by 9 is equal to 3, and B divided by C, that is 18 divided by 9 is equal to 2. Here 3 is greater than 2. A divided by C is greater than B divided by C when? Only when if C is positive. Here 9 is positive, so A divided by C is greater than B divided by C. Then the next one, A divided by C is less than B divided by C if C is negative. Okay, check it. 27 divided by minus 9 is minus 3 and 18 divided by minus 9 is minus 2. So, minus 3 is less than minus 2. If C is negative, then A divided by C is less than B divided by C. Here 9 is negative, so 27 divided by minus 9 is less than 18 divided by 9. Okay, hope you understand. So, go through this table. This table gives you this is a summary of whatever we studied. Okay, go through this table and hope you understand. what are the properties of operation, what are the properties of integers, and you have to study it. Go through this video and study it. Okay, thank you.